Hey everybody, welcome back.
Welcome.
We are continuing our questions for health.
Okay.
And the next question we have is, why is sleep so important to your health?
Sleep is very important to your health. You know, Ryan, when we first started looking at the Power to Persist program, before it was even a program, we just started looking at ways of making ourselves healthier, actually. We started like everybody else with exercising and eating better. And then when we started understanding the value of water and oxygen and supplements and exercise and everything else we already knew was there, but sleep wasn't the first thing that occurred to us. But we started looking at all the things the experts did agree on, and one of the things they all agreed on was that sleep was extremely important to your health. And it's kind of a no-brainer in a sense, because if you don't get sleep, within a couple days, within a week, you're going to die.
Yeah.
You'll actually die from sleep deprivation before you die of starvation. So it's that important to your body. So it goes without saying that if it's that important to your body to get sleep, then the better quality sleep you get, the healthier you'll be.
Right.
So sleep, just like I said, like water, food, and oxygen is absolutely necessary for the body. Everyone has felt the effects of not getting a good night's sleep. You wake up in the morning, you're groggy, you're still tired, you can't focus, you're less productive. And if you go a couple nights without a good night's sleep, and especially if you don't get any sleep at all, because some people, and myself included, have had two jobs where you go from one job to another, you try to sleep 2-3 hours, get up and do it all again. And you can only do that for a limited number of nights before you really start to feel the effects of being exhausted. You go beyond just tired, you become exhausted. So at that point, like I said, you have a hard time concentrating, you get confused, you become clumsy in a sense, you actually have reduced sex drive, and even worse, you invite a lot of diseases into your body because your immune system is lower, and you become a danger to yourself and everyone else around you if you're driving a motor vehicle. Now, the Department of Safety has a statistic out there that says 100,000 people have accidents every year due to sleep deprivation. And of those 100,000 accidents that occur every year, there's something like 1,200 fatalities linked directly to sleep deprivation. But sleep does so much more than just refresh us when we get up in the morning. It also regulates and releases important hormones. It regulates your muscle mass and it controls your fat. It slows the aging process. Have you ever heard the term get a beauty rest, or get a good night's sleep, or get my beauty sleep?
Yes, I have.
Who hasn't? So there's actually a lot of truth to that, getting your beauty sleep. It actually helps to slow down the aging process. But sleep also boosts your immune system, it improves your brain function, reduces the cortisol levels that are released through daily stress. Also in children, it's really important for kids, and a lot of times they let the kids stay up late at night. Well, sleep is when your body or your brain actually converts short-term memory to long-term memory. So if they're studying for a test, getting a good night's sleep before your test is absolutely essential to help you memorize some of the stuff that you've learned through the day. So sleep, or getting a good night's sleep, helps to restore, repair, and rejuvenate your body. But also, obesity has been linked to lack of sleep. And this is because if you've ever worked in an office environment especially, and you have that 2 o'clock hour, if you ever watched a football game, there's a commercial on football all the time. And what does that commercial tell you?
The 5-hour energy?
The 5-hour energy
2
drink.
o'clock comes, you need your energy back?
You gotta have that 5-hour energy drink. Well, that 5-hour energy drink is probably one of the worst things you can actually take. They say it's all natural and everything else, but if you can avoid it, avoid the 5-hour energy drink. But also, what people are reaching for when they get tired are sugary things. You get the Snickers. Snickers satisfies. You get Coke, you get Pepsi, you get some kind of soda, something that's going to wake you up. Or you're going to eat something with a lot of sugar in it. And these things are going to contribute to obesity. So and generally when you are at work and all of a sudden morning comes and you go to lunch, you tend to eat those types of foods that you think are going to keep you awake through the afternoon. And they're going to have a lot of sugar in them. So lack of sleep really is linked directly to obesity. But one of the things I would like to tell everybody is there are ways, and we'll discuss a couple of them right here, but there are ways to make sure you get a good night's sleep. And a lot of people say, I just can't go to sleep at night. But I'm here to tell you, find a way to go to sleep at night and do not take sleep medication. Like the commercials for like Ambien and some Lunesta and some of those other.
We love those side effects.
You have to love the side effects. Just because you can't sleep, the side effects are so much worse than being tired the next day, actually, because they are up to and including death.
Yes.
And also, there are people who literally have gotten up in the morning and they've actually done things at night and they don't remember doing them. Amnesia is one of the side effects of the drug. You can actually go through a couple hours and not remember what you're doing. And there are actually people who have gotten their car and driven after taking this stuff and gotten driving under the influence. So those medications are actually very dangerous and should be avoided if at all possible, if you can. To get a good night's sleep, this might sound kind of strange, but don't go to sleep or don't go to bed until you're tired.
Right.
Stay awake and keep doing something active until you're tired, and then lay down and go to sleep. It shouldn't take you more than 10 to 15 minutes to actually fall asleep. You want to reduce as much stress as you can before sleeping also. A lot of times people lay down to sleep at night and their mind is still running. They're stressed about all these things and they just can't sleep. Well, that stress is reducing cortisol, but if you don't get a good night's sleep, now you have even more cortisol, which is going to really inhibit your immune system. So you want to make sure that reducing stress by either exercising, and I know people say if I exercise, how am I going to sleep? Well, you exercise and an hour later or so you try and get some sleep because you will be more tired.
Or exercise in the morning.
Or exercise in the morning. Anytime you exercise through the day, by the time nighttime comes, your body will be more tired and more able to fall asleep.
Right.
When we were living on the farm, actually, we always said if you go out and you do hay all day in the outdoors, when you have a whole day's activity outdoors, that night you sleep really well. Yep. There's a lot of truth to that. Also, you can clear your mind before you go to sleep through doing maybe some yoga or meditation, anything that helps clear your mind so that when you go to sleep, you're just ready to fall asleep. And when you go to bed, I think it's really important just to say that you don't want to drink a lot of water before you go to sleep, because if you actually fall asleep, then you'll be getting up to go to the bathroom. If you're hungry before you go to sleep, eat something healthy, just a small snack, just to get you through that. Okay, if you lay down and I feel hungry, I won't fall asleep as long as I feel hungry. People tend to get up and then they eat something sugary.
Yep.
You'll grab the wrong kind of snack and now that sugar is going to keep you awake, or you'll drink a soda too close to the time when you're actually going to sleep. So all these things will keep you from sleeping. So take this quick advice, I guess, as far as getting a good night's sleep. Make sure that you're taking time, sleeping approximately 8 hours of sleep. Now, it depends on your age and how much sleep you actually need. Younger children actually need more sleep.
Right.
And then as we get a little bit older, we need less. And then actually, as we become seniors, they actually need a little bit less sleep than the rest of them.
But in general, 8 hours of sleep.
But general, 8 hours of sleep is a good rule of thumb. And don't think that you can catch up on sleep. I mean, you can to some degree, but don't think I can go a couple nights without getting enough sleep because I'll make it up on Saturday. Try to get regular sleep throughout your time, because again, you're hurting your health if you think that you can go a couple days without proper sleep. So I hope that answers the question.
Awesome, I'd say so.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.